Alright, hey everybody, it's Chanchai. We're going to do a session with Tricky, and I'm coming on a bit late, but they're going to join us very soon. And yeah, so we missed last week, we didn't have a session. Unfortunately, I was really busy, I had to take care of a lot of stuff. But thanks to their patience, we get to do one today, we resume, and I'm so excited. Now that said, I haven't been practicing as much, so I'm not quite prepared. That doesn't matter because you fight whether you're prepared or not. And so we're going to do what we can today. We're going to make the most of it. But it definitely is going to be like being on the back foot. But sometimes when you come from a break, especially in Virtua Fighter, because this is such a player versus player game, then what's really important then is that sometimes when you come from a break, you end up having a much clearer sense of what you should do. You're not as tunnel vision. And so a lot of times you come back from a break pretty strong. That said, let's check if the audio's good. Yep, okay, audio sounds pretty good. Alright. So excellent, I got my phone here when she calls. So while we're waiting for Tricky, and I'll let her know that I'm ready. Let's see. So I'm just letting you know that I'm all set up, I'm good to go, and no rush at all. So, that said, Tricky and I have both been playing some Tekken. I haven't played as much because I actually had to wait to get my PlayStation copy of it. But I was playing it on Steam Deck, and I've been enjoying Tekken 8. I enjoy it a lot. Soundtrack's really good. I think, Tekken 7 wasn't my favorite soundtrack. Tekken 8 soundtrack, I like it a lot more. Other weird Virtua Fighter news. So Arumajiro Ototo, who's a player in the VF days, a veteran player of many generations in Japan, and he currently plays both Ultimate Showdown as well as Virtua Fighter 3 Tournament Battle. He posted a video, and he was playing Virtua Fighter 3 Tournament Battle through Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and apparently it looks like it is online playable. So if that's true, I want to check to see if that's true in North America. Hopefully that is true in North America. But yeah, let's see. So, kind of funny thing with my lighting is my lighting looks more dramatic than normal. I don't know if the screen refracts so brightly off my shelf as it is right now in the past, and I think kind of wonder if it just has to do with me putting up a Tekken statue that's got light up wings, and so somehow that just changes the white color of the room. So anyhow, we're going to be playing with Tricky very shortly. I hope everyone's having a really good week so far. Let's see. Getting what looks like an urgent message from... Okay. Yeah, okay. Good, important stuff at school. Alright. That said, had good Virtua Fighter action on Sunday. Tonight, Akai is doing the single A league, so I definitely recommend people check that out. Definitely give some advice to the other players, and also, yeah, just it's always good to support. I might not be available. I'm going to be taking care of my kids, but I'll try to watch, and I'll try to give some advice too, if they want it. But single A is a wonderful place to develop. Something I want to remind people about Virtua Fighter is that this game is very player versus player. And that might sound weird. Everyone would be like, fighting games are player versus player, multiplayer is player versus player. What we mean by that, sometimes there's games where it's just where outplaying is a very, very big part of the game. And by outplaying, it means executing certain fundamentals. Like you really have two or three choices, really good choices, and then you deviate from that when everybody has mastered those choices. But for the most part, you're just outplaying that. That's kind of like the way footsies can work in a 2D fighter. That's the way, like, if the most important skill is a guard punish, it's kind of like that, right? VF is a game, though, where, yeah, you can outplay that way. And certainly it requires a lot to do it, really, to win at a high level with just that only, but it is really effective. But also, VF is a game where you really assault the opponent's decisions on a decision by decision basis, that you can just counter what they're doing, and in a way that is like very probable, or it has decent probability because of so many options, because of so many things that capture so many options. But that it's really open on that you can really fight your opponent more directly and less about what some other games would consider their fundamentals. But in VF, the fundamentals really this decision making, this countering directly what your opponent's doing, like throwing them because they're blocking, throwing them because they're evading, delay attacking them because they're evading, crushing them because they're doing lows, crushing them because they're doing highs. Now that they're playing safe mids, you might either evade punish a really big mid, or you might backdash a safe mid. And then you have a lot of options. It might be that they're using kick attacks, they use sabakis. It might be that they're using punch attacks, they use paris. And these all have these overlapping things that you do. And the state of the situation is that you're not locked in that often. You are locked in a few times. That's why we talk about Nitaku. That's when someone's locked in, because it's like, well, we're going to force guess here. But also very basic poke situations. If you block the high jab, just be ready that an elbow is very highly probable, because it'll stop most of what you want to do, but you can still beat the elbow. You just have to just really anticipate that elbow's coming and try to punish the decision for that if you want to, or just play it more safe because you'd rather not, because it's not as high of a reward, but it can be. So VF is very player versus player. Now, I bring that up because in very player versus player things, the human side, the human element, gets really amplified in these situations. So whether you're playing a game like poker, where the stakes kind of push you to sort of make these decisions that are all based on guesses about whether your hand is better than your opponent's, or how do you play a hand that's inferior and come out still winning, if possible. How do you push somebody to back off and decide that it's not worth them trying to beat you, right? And poker is really strong at that. VF can be a lot like that too, and VF can be a lot like tilting, just like poker can be very tilting. And this has to do this. I bring it up because this can factor into execution in this game. In offline, if somebody is outspeeding you, there's a high chance that you're going to start having execution errors. And you're going to be like, and if they keep you guessing, then it's hard to follow. Like you're mentally stacked. You're trying so hard to just find the right answer. And if you hit like 10 wrong answers in a row, the chances of you making another bad response or slow response, or just a really irrational decision, like it goes up higher. And so a huge skill is and everyone works on it, is how to manage calm when you're fighting, how to really just keep your composure, make sure that your decisions are a clear mind. Now you can use that fire when you're frustrated, you can use that fire to be more determined, but it's best to back up that determination and fire with with stronger understanding of the game, of forcing yourself to test stuff, whether it's using the time to go into the lab and understand the situations better, so it becomes more reflex, so that you know. That's the value of training. And then the value of experience also is, at some point you start to realize that in this game, you're allowed to make a lot of wrong guesses, but depends on which critical guesses. But it does get more tilting though when your opponent is constantly doing very high damage stuff on just a few guesses. And that can be very tilting too. That's like when I fight Akira, it can be very tilting. It can be very tilting for a lot of players I know. When they fight Akira, they feel like Akira is pretty brutal because he just, like, you know, if he makes a good guess, he's going to hit really hard. But to be fair to Akira, he has to usually his answers, they have to be very direct. A lot of his answers are very, very specifically trying to punish exactly what you're doing, not just like a broad category of what you're doing, but very specifically what you're doing. So like when an Akira player catches me backdashing and does, like, you know, super dashing elbow very specifically, then that, you know, I give props to them, because that means that they went very hard on that read. Because if I just mashed jab, I would probably actually hit them. So yeah, so there's stuff like that. And so this game, I think, is wonderful as a competitive game because of all these factors. And yes, at the highest levels of all the competitive games has this. But VF, I feel like, has it at so many levels of play, including the beginner intermediate level, that you feel this pressure in this game. That said, while we're waiting for Tricky, I'll also say that yeah, Tekken 8's been a lot of fun. A lot of the serious Tekken 7 playing friends that I know are not as excited. Like, they're mixed feelings about Tekken 8. Some of them aren't crazy about the heat system. I think it might be more swingy. They don't like being forced into a guess, especially on like when an attack automatically does like the auto dash into heat. That one is the one that some of my friends say that it's a little frustrating, because like it feels like it pushes them over the top, which is the intention of that mechanic. It's to force them into a guess and to reward like aggressive playing. But for a lot of the Tekken friends, this is frustrating for a game that traditionally you usually win by out defending your opponent and by outspacing and baiting them. You know, now this is situations like where we're forced to guess. The conversation I've had many times on stream, but also with friends in offline sessions. By the way, hello, David Blaine. Is that a lot of Tekken players are afraid of the forced two-choice guess. I'm going to call it that. What they see it as 50-50, and they're going to call it coin toss simulator. So here's what I'm going to say again about it, and I'll keep saying it all the time about it. Forced two-choice, whether it's Tekken or Virtua Fighter, forced two-choice is not 50-50. Because your opponent is not 50-50. Forced two-choice, and it's also the damages are not always 50-50. Sometimes they are, but sometimes the reward for each decision is very skewed. Sometimes it's like 60-30. And that's not about flat percentage. It's just talking about comparing the damage between the two options. And that alone would change how often someone, in theory, should optimally do it, but that's also not how people play. And people shouldn't always play that way, because the person who adheres too strongly to rules like that are actually easy to read. A coin toss simulator, or a true 50-50, is what you have when you play Pokemon the trading card game and it tells you to flip a coin. That's a coin toss simulator. Anything having to do with what your opponent actually decides, makes a choice, acts, and you act in that, forced rock, paper, scissors, that is not a coin toss simulator, because your opponent's making a decision and you're making a decision too. And I will tell you flat out, for anyone who has been lucky enough to go to a probability class or study mathematics, and you know I have, um, humans are terrible at randomness. So to assume that they're actually going to act 50-50 is really like, it's pretty rare. And then when they forcefully try to do it, they're very readable. Because now they've got this guideline on how they should act. And you can read that. You can feel it out. So some people that are trying to be too much by the numbers end up, they're good at certain things, but then, but sometimes they're actually a little readable on these things. Yeah, there is no coin toss in fight. Exactly. So LD Wells says there's no coin toss in fighting games, and that's exactly it. It's always rock paper scissors, and rock paper scissors is exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, is that it's not the same as a coin toss. That's why when some players, even one of the best Tekken players in the world, Ni, refers to a coin toss simulator, it's a fallacy for the argument because that's not what's happening. A coin toss simulator, like I said, is Pokemon trading card game because the game literally, certain things will say flip a coin. That's a coin toss simulator. That's an act that's separate from any control that any player has once it's triggered. Yeah. You understand? Well, it's okay. Like VF, we've had our own groupthink, right? In VF, you know, some of us will say mind games without knowing what that means, but it's true that VF has a lot of mind games. But it's not everything that VF is either, and as you know, there's a lot of reaction in this game. There is a way to play non-interactively with your opponent, or less, well, depends on your definition of, but there are ways to play, they're all interactive, but there are ways to play where it's all about defense, and then there's a way to play where you're forcing guesses. Yeah. What would you say, LD Wells, about some of the like? What have you seen? How is your eyes opening, or what are your observations? Because I think it's a good conversation, and you do often actually have really good insight when you play. It's there, and so I do enjoy the chats with you on it too. But yeah, because I definitely have seen some people's reactions to it. So in Tekken 8, I find it hard because of the knowledge checks. Tekken is very heavy knowledge check. Now, I would say Tekken 8 undid a lot of knowledge checks. It reset a lot of knowledge checks. That's some of the tilt you find with... Some of the tilt I see with some of my Tekken playing friends is that some of the knowledge checks, because in previous Tekken games, there's always like a mountain, encyclopedia of knowledge checking, and they still have a ton, but they're just like unhappy that like 20% is gone, you know? Hey, Tricky, how are you doing?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me okay? Yeah. So we're having a good chat right now.
Got it.
Awesome. Are you following the stream lady? Okay. Yeah, we're just talking. I was having a good chat with LD Wells here, and because I was talking about, you know, some of my Tekken friends, like Tekken 7 friends that are adjusting to Tekken 8, and some of their impressions. And I went on the record to say I really like Tekken 8 so far, like a lot. But I did bring up some things like how, you know, some Tekken friends, they look at the Force 2 choice like in the kind of what I think is the incorrect way, right? When they kind of, and it's more talking about their emotional state, when they'll call it like a coin toss simulator. And I'm like, it's not the same because... well, one, some people try to call the Force 2 choices a 50-50, but I was like, your opponent is not 50-50, and rarely is the damage, like the rewards, 50-50 also. So it's like, but it is Force 2 choices, and sometimes Force 3 choices. But also, when they call it a coin toss simulator, the problem with that is, a coin toss simulator is like when you play Pokemon trading card game, and the game tells you to flip a coin and then determine the outcome on that. When two players are making decisions, especially like a paper rock scissors decision, but even just two choice decisions, that is not a coin toss simulator. That's like actions that are executed by the players, and one will win over the other, or tie, or get awkward, when they pick the same option.
Yeah.
But it's not a coin toss simulator, and like I said, it's very rare that your opponent's actually 50-50, but also if they force themselves on a mandate of being 50-50, that tends to make them more predictable. And that humans inherently are bad at being random. They're bad at sensing it, they're bad at being random too. But
And no one's really random. They
yeah.
say they are. No one's really truly random.
Nobody's truly random. Yeah, and it's just, but it's also something that I'd say for anyone who has had the benefit of being in an advanced mathematics course, like in college or in probability, especially statistics, or discrete mathematics, like this topic comes up, and it is something where they point out that humans are bad at randomness. So like humans think randomness is even distribution, which is the same fallacy as the 50-50. Yeah. Now that said, we also, we were talking about other things too, but we were just talking about these interesting aspects, and I also brought up to Ellie Wells because we were talking about. I'm not trying to badmouth the Tekken players because actually I love it, and I love these discussions, because we're always exploring game design through them and game theory. But but I also said, us VF players, we have our groupthink aspects too, when we're overemphasizing mind games, and yes, there's lots of mind games, lots of decisions, but some of us sometimes are just kind of doing a dogmatic interpretation of it, or just kind of, just repeating the line because that's how we feel strong as a group, so.
Yeah, it's also, I've made the room 9,000, 9,000 password.
Awesome.
So if you're looking for it, and I just like with any new game, there's always going to be players who don't like the new thing.
Yeah.
For a variety of reasons, some of them being related to it's a new thing.
Well, to their credit,
it's not like
they're being very open-minded and honest. So I really want to credit them too on that. Like they're being open-minded and honest. They're going like. They haven't said they hate Tekken 8. They're just saying more of like, oh, I'm really worried about it, or like this heat system is really like, it's not sitting right with me. So that's a very honest and correct response, right? It's not like they're saying it's bad, or they're like they ruined Tekken, They're just more like, this is concerning me, They're like, when a heat engage when they attack me, they hit me, and suddenly they're in heat mode because of that move. And it does the auto dash. They're like, suddenly I find myself forced into a 2-choice automatically, and this is a very weird feeling in tech for them in this situation. So they're like, I don't really like that I have to make a choice now. Like the game is forcing me to guess now. Like if my opponent knows what to do with that dash, and we're kind of like, yeah, we're VF. This is what we do. So then I kind of I honestly answered. I was like, that's probably why I kept winning these situations. Like when I was playing in the offline last night, I kept winning the. I didn't win it like a lot, but I think I won like maybe 2/3. Like once I got the hang of it, and I was like, oh, okay. And he just said that it's just not a comfortable position coming from how he plays Tekken. I was like, I see. Now I want to. I'm forgetting about how to play my game now. You're gonna remind me though. I literally tried to play like I was playing Jin, just like for a while, for like 6 moves. I was like, left punch. What? Wait, what?
And Tekken's there are a lot of similarities, but
no, yeah.
The reasons I like Tekken 8 are the reasons that people who won't like it don't like it. So
I have to. I probably agree, if I'm being honest. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I don't mean. I'm not talking about you people specifically. I've seen the discourse more broadly, and not the people but the people that exist that are like, this is stupid. I don't like having to do 50-50s, all that jazz. Like right. I like that because that's where my skill set shines because I'm used to that. But like 50-50s that are like not really 50-50s.
Right.
You know, they just don't like being forced to have to make a decision.
Yes.
Tekken has allowed people to just kind of backdash and reactively whip punish people.
Right.
And this current one, it still has that.
It has a lot of it still.
Just do that.
Right. This is going to be like this is going to be like a fast set of me remembering how to play Virtua Fighter. But I'm getting it though.
When's the last time you were playing?
Sunday, but I think just like I think I was playing like a lot yesterday, and so, a lot of Tekken yesterday is what I mean. And so because of that, I think right now I'm kind of like there's some stuff that I'm trying to erase off my slate right now. You know, I've this is also the reason you don't see me playing multiple Virtua Fighter titles that often, and sometimes even having trouble with like I mean, now I can play multiple characters, but a lot of times, like, it would be something that would be very troublesome for me, like, to do it all within a session. So, and so, you know, my it's one where suddenly, because I have to recalibrate whatever is the subconscious part of my play, you know, the stuff that I'm doing a little bit more of like letting myself react, and suddenly it's like, okay, now I'm playing full on like mental stack, you know. And so that, but I'm starting to get the feel back, so I'm starting to kind of erase the Tekken and get like yes, we're in VF now. So it's like this. Fortunately, this is good. This is faster than I was worried about like 3 rounds ago. You know?
Yeah, it's no biggie.
But just like, but I'll admit that I didn't practice for our matchup, and so, but that's okay, because as I said at the start of the stream, doesn't matter, because, you know, you fight when you fight. Doesn't matter how prepared or not prepared you are, but also a lot of times you end up more prepared than you think. So it's just, and also that it's kind of like, you have like
finally, oh, I didn't punish it.
Tricky's really waking me up so fast.
I feel like you weren't asleep.
It doesn't feel like I was asleep here and now, but I really felt it a little while ago. But I will eventually start punishing that. I will eventually do it. This feels so good, though. It feels so good to be back on VF. I do love Tekken, but it feels so good to be back on VF, too. Yep.
There it is. Back.
I was fighting my instinct. I was like, she's expecting me to do this. She's expecting me to load now, and she wants to block punish it. So, you know, and then wait a moment, throw. So, I think
because you waited. That's what made me second guess it. I was like, he's waiting. I think it's gonna go for the mid kick.
That was.
So I stood up.
That was definitely in my mind state, and that's why I was trying to fight it, or I was trying to let it be a separate part of my mind, being more like, you know what, like, let's try to reverse the guess, you know. But for me, it's easier to do reversing the guess when like it's fresh. It's harder to do it when like you're deep into the match. For me.
Interesting. Okay.
Good. Safe mids always.
Okay. That's not a half circular,
It is.
is it?
Yes. Evade to the back like everything
it
else. Evade to the back like everything else.
I mean, he does have half circulars the other way. I hear what you're saying. It doesn't look half circular.
Yeah, but it's half circular.
Yeah, no, I believe you. I believe you. I didn't block it. Bum, bum, bum.
Gotta use the proper frames.
That was my fault at the end there. Didn't time it right.
I also commented that, you know, I was not a fan of Tekken 7 soundtrack. I really like Tekken 8 soundtrack quite a bit. So, but
I saw your tweet, yeah.
I think you're more of a music
Tekken 7
person.
tracks are great. Some of them are horrible.
Yeah. Well, the dubstep stuff in Tekken 7 was stuff that drove me nuts because I felt like they were like the parody of dubstep, but maybe unintentionally. You know, so.
I don't really mind dubstep all that much. I know a lot of folks aren't like a huge fan of it.
I like
dubstep back when it was like in the 2000s.
Yeah, like I said, I like dubstep.
Cool.
This is more like the dubstep that I felt in Tekken 7 felt like what people are making fun of dubstep here. It's kind of like, you know, if somebody's being, it felt like it was like a trope of dubstep is what it felt like to me. So
I remember the meme, the dubstep memes that were out. Like, this is, it got overdone. It definitely did. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is I like some of the second Tekken 7 track, and I don't like some of the other ones.
Oh yeah.
And I find most Tekken soundtracks, like everyone, has that problem. Which is, you know, like, I like some of them are like are horrible.
Right.
Like, just absolutely abysmal. Same thing with Tekken 8. Some of the tracks are really good, but like a lot of them are just kind of mediocre. And like I don't know. I'm hoping to see the new stages and what they do with those. Blocked it, yes. Didn't punish it though.
I know. I was surprised that the punish didn't happen.
Got the hit. Tried.
I was really surprised. I was surprised too. I was like, you knew it was punishable.
I'm not surprised.
Okay, it's just the wrong punish. So good.
I hate how safe that move is. Like a full circular sweep.
Yeah.
It's so wild.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's the thing.
Tonight.
That is the thing that you and I are liking about Tekken 8 is their objective that they wanted to make the game more aggressive or rewarded a bit more and make it what they feel is more exciting in their words, right?
Yeah, we'll see if that ends up being the case, because they did the same thing with Tekken 5.
Yeah.
I recall they typically wanted that to be more aggressive.
Well, eventually players learn how to mitigate risk, right? So,
yeah, they can take the fun out of the game.
I mean,
so
even like
the game goes back. What?
So, well, I was just saying, like, even in VF, that's the thing, right? Like, it's like you can't really get rid of the that like passive. That there's always going to be there should always be a very strong way of playing passively, and it's just that Tekken has a lot of it. Oh, good to see you, Drilly, and I really appreciate your feedback too, especially with your experience.
Too far. Nice.
Yep, too punishable, too risky.
I can't 9K that, right? It's only negative 15.
Yes,
I
correct.
think, right?
I believe it's negative
Okay, great.
15. Which move? Well, maybe I'm wrong. Because I was watching the video and I think Damok said minus 18, but I think he's talking about... Might be that might be the minus 18 move. But I think it's minus 15.
We'll find out next time.
Yeah. Yeah, just do the
Minus 15
9K.
or you said 17.
Well, I think Damok said minus 18.
You're cutting out. Your voice is cutting out sometimes. Like I lose you mid sentence. I can't always hear you. Fuck.
Ring out.
There it is. No, maybe not. We'll see. Just because you're lying. All the other characters would not get rung out there.
Yeah. Well, both our characters have
Akira,
center
Jackie,
mass in the back.
They'd be fine. Yeah.
Both our characters have junk in the trunk,
I'm glad
right?
you were getting rung out.
What's that? Yeah, I'm glad.
Then I'm glad you knew you were going to get rung out. That's good. That like you have that sense.
Yeah. Well, it's more like it should be. Yeah, I'm like, this should be a ring out. It's like, the funny thing is when I call it out on other players and then they don't ring it out, and then they get mad at me for like congratulating early.
No, they should. They should ignore you.
They should. Well, they should just play. I mean, I can still talk and play, you know.
But like, they shouldn't be like, oh, he got it wrong, so now like I'm mad at him for that. Like,
right.
That's on you. You should know.
100%.
It's your job to know that.
100%.
Yeah. Like, why are you mad at the other person? Like, what?
Yeah. I'm glad I got that call out. I need to punish. Just do this and do that. I will get there.
Yeah, How did I block that?
So dead. This is Half-Life. There it is. Alright. So good. Very fun round.
I gotta adjust to your aggressiveness. It's been a while since I fought you.
It's been a couple weeks.
Forgot how aggressive you were.
It's fun. But yeah. But it's
like,
very
wait,
punishable.
Why
So.
is he... Okay. Too early.
So
Early
good.
as well.
That was really cool though.
Dead. That was reactive. That 9K. Just to the throw, I saw it and I was like, okay. Get this motherfucker. Ring out, yeah.
Okay.
Very risky. Mm.
Okay.
I like those adjustments you're making
Thanks.
from the last time we played. Good stuff.
Thank you. I think it's just more of the fresh mind working. So, but yeah, I appreciate that. I'm trying. There's a few different ideas, so it's like, okay, I think I can do these, but yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I can feel it, whatever it is.
Oh, so scary. Not so good.
Thank you. Ring out? Ah. If I had to do a slightly different combo.
Dang, I thought that was guaranteed. Okay, it was a blue hit here, right there, guaranteed.
Yeah, it was.
Sucks when you evade when it's guaranteed. When you try to evade.
9K that. Got caught backdashing. Ring out.
This stage is very scary for the backdashers, right?
You could do that. Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. 9K that.
I was wondering when 9K will start happening on sweeps. So. Yeah, just elbow. It's good. Even with the backdash, it's not gonna work. So that's good. Oh, that was so beautiful.
Oh, nice. Wow, the range. I fucked that up. I fucked that up so bad. Damn it.
Okay, so really, how do you unlock the customization options in VF5? If you're talking about this game, Ultimate Showdown, it's in the options in the main menu. You got to look for it in the main menu. Actually, all of them you look for it in the main menu. In Final Showdown, it's under Terminal, I think, and in VF5 Vanilla, I'm not sure. Hit the button too early. I wish I could help you, Drilly. If you take screenshots, that'll help. Oh, because you need the DLCs. Unfortunately, this game, it's mostly in the DLCs. And so there's costume type, and then from the costume type, there's different items. It's because I saw that hop. I was like, I can do this. Such a fun exchange. Yes. Okay. That was a fun exchange for me. Anyway, so I was like, lots of.
That was far enough away. Damn stagger.
Nice backdash evade.
Really? That time you went for the low, huh?
And this one messes people up, especially because it's second. Okay.
I had to cancel that.
Oh, was it? Did you evade and then hit a button? Is that what happened? Or because it's 2 hits?
I didn't cancel the evade.
Okay.
I didn't cancel my failed evade.
I see.
She just evaded raw. I wanted to stop and then block, but I couldn't. So I was like, what? But it's okay.
Really nice. That was brilliant. That was good. I know that's normal for Tricky, but still. Okay. I like the options you do, though.
Got me focused.
I'm feeling focused, so I'm really happy about this. That I'm making you focus too.
Yeah.
But it's like, this is really cool because it's like, okay, we're doing our whole, like, you know, option C and D path, and it's a lot of fun. So it's like,
Yeah. Damn it.
Should have just taken the hit. So that's so beautiful. Ring out to ring out. It's like from one ring out to the other. It's like a guided tour.
From side, from window to wall, kind of a setup.
Yeah, there you go. It's the Lil Jon. You know. Yeah. That song. We'll just call it Lil Jon and keep it at that. That song is just
Lil Jon.
Not really for the radio, but you know. You're like, I should have punished that. It's okay. Yeah, I know that it's been on your mind. You're just waiting for when that's going to eventually come. See, I hate how that's like side turn. Yes, we get the crumple. Back turn, we don't think so. Ah, that's okay. Okay, don't go for that in that situation. So
Yeah,
it's still a bar.
Like,
Crouch dashing is still a bar.
Often enough, but not too often that I get predictable with it. Fuck. It hurt that. What? I still don't understand watching it back either.
Yeah, don't go for it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Too close.
You got me, yeah. So I just gotta remind myself too that she's got like an awesome sidekick.
Yeah.
I was talking to Renzo about it too.
Actually, looking back at that replay,
yeah.
You were far enough that you could have backdashed it, but you canceled it into a move, so your backdash got canceled.
Yeah.
And so, because I hit you while you were canceling your backdash, I got the backdash stagger. But you would have gotten away if you hadn't canceled your backdash with an attack.
I see.
So I shouldn't have done that. It just worked out in my favor.
Well, no, it works out, but also a lot of times you forced me to have to commit when I do decide to do a 4-4K setup. Meaning, like, True. There are situations, like, I have to you're riding both sides of the line, which is a good thing, right? Which is that, like, which is a good thing because, like, it means I have to make that decision. Do I do right away, or do I cancel it, or do I wait it, right? And against you, most of the time, the answer is actually to cancel it, because you're gonna do the thing that's really, like, riding on that edge, and it's gonna punish me for it. You're just like your 99K, right? Your 9K. There's a lot of situations where actually, if I did the 4-4K without delay, I would be fine.
Oh my god! Fuck! Oh.
Well, consider the KO, but the KO got blocked by the wall. So nice.
9K that.
So good. I'm trying to find an opening. I'm trying not to commit until I see an opening. It's so hard. There it is.
Bring out. I went the wrong way. I had to go the other way.
Yeah. Well, 6-6P is still a dash move, right? It's like Akira's dashing elbow. So inherently, if you do an immediate evade, there's that chance that you're gonna get hit by the delayed 6-6P because of the 6-6 in it. And so,
but it was your 8K that hit me.
Oh, you're right.
I evaded into that.
Was it?
That's what killed. That's what ended the round.
Okay, that's correct then. Yeah, because that move is very vulnerable if you evade it. So yeah.
Yeah, I evaded the wrong way.
Shoot. You're like, I think you remembered the danger. Oh crap. Man.
That didn't work.
My goodness, you evaded the right direction. You evaded the correct direction. It surprised me, right? You evaded to the front, and it was the correct direction for that situation.
Right, but I know you're going to 8K though.
Oh no, but I was doing the other thing. So I see.
Oh, okay.
Because I did this option.
I'm talking about 8K. Fucking hell.
I'm glad you know to hit a button here though, but it's like, so I can't do much.
I would hit the right button for you though, because you will get under a lot of shit. So if I don't hit the right button at the right time, like that. Doesn't matter if it's my turn.
Ah, that's good tech.
Too close.
This move by Leon though has won me so many situations like this one at the opening. You know? So. We're gonna get you on the 9K. I was like, you're gonna get that 9K. That side pressure's so good. I'm like a step slow.
Hard to side pressure you. So hard. Because you are mixing in. Oh, that's why I fade the wrong way sometimes. I see. Get out.
I'm just learning that 4P is just a good. You know, like how some people use a jab in Nitaku. It's like, oh, this 4P is not bad. You know, so.
Yeah, that was an evade. Pretty sure something got eaten there. Okay. It's really interesting playing this game now after having played Tekken. Not like gameplay wise, but like netcode wise.
Ah, yeah.
Tekken had better netcode. This is good.
Yeah.
This is not as good.
Tekken 8's got a rollback netcode. I haven't played it yet. I've just been hearing people complaining about Wi-Fi.
Good online. I'm a little surprised. I have to do things a lot earlier.
You would hope so, because rollback should do that, should allow that.
Nope. Love it. Yep. Did you want to jump there, or were those input errors?
No, I wanted to. I wanted to test something out.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
I didn't believe.
Very good.
Thank you. Can't get down. Just take the head. I'm shocked you did that. Should have 9 gauge.
Yeah.
Or 4 kg, either one. I didn't think it'd do it.
Yeah, my chat is talking about the Tekken 7 load times and how they're so glad that Tekken 8 is like really fast loading on PS5. I know you're playing it on PC, but on PS5 it's loading.
Even on PC, the load times of Tekken 7 weren't that great.
Yeah.
It's way faster on Tekken 8. Okay. Nope.
No, need to punish that.
You're like getting a lot more passive in a lot of ways too. You're both aggressive and more passive.
I'm trying to mix it up. Yeah, I try to mix it up.
You're like on both extremes.
Yeah,
it's a very interesting combination.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You'll have to figure out when and where you're going to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
I know some of those spots, and you're picking good spots to do those because you're testing my tightness.
Yeah.
If I'm not tight, you'll get through and hit me really damagingly. But then also, sometimes you're just stand there. And that's also a good choice sometimes. I'm trying to force you to stop standing there, and I'm trying to stop both options at the same time.
Right. Well, this is also why Nelly says it's really frustrating when they fight me, because they said, like, they feel like they have to be really precise, like, because they want to counter what I'm doing, I think. And so
Who says that?
Nelly says, like, they have to be extremely, like, precise. Otherwise, like, they feel like they get blown up if they're not precise. So
that's pretty much how this game works.
I think so. Shoot.
Choice. Good choice there too. Gotta let go of guard there. Just take the hit. Just take the hit.
Yeah. It's gonna be a while. It's such a hard instinct to build. I should have just gone.
Supposed to be an evade, but I didn't do the let go of guard properly.
That's it.
That's why I jumped like that. That's the risky run.
Minus 15, right? Uppercut?
Yes, at least.
At least, okay.
Hey, Jed. I don't know what this is from. Oh.
Damn, that side lock. Tried to let go in time, could not. I try to do let go and then into evade just to hope I get one of those two. You know, like let go, evade, you know.
Oh man! Oh man, I wanted that.
I always love your 4-6P reads.
Thank you.
They're really. They come out in moments when I don't even think I was going to do a high, and then I do a high, and then you 4-6P me. It's like, ah, jeez, you know. And I think it just has to do with tempo. It's like knowing that your opponent wants to is going to choose to do something fast, and so it's probably going to be a high. So. Nice. Good game, good game.
I had to get that meaty. I don't know what to get that meaty. I've been messing it up a lot tonight.
That was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to tighten certain things up, and you're making it hard, which is good. You're making it hard, and you're forcing me to tighten certain things up.
But it's awesome. You're fighting like 2 Leons right now, right? So. It's got to be a very different experience. And I do think each Leon player plays differently, so.
I agree.
But that's the joys of a utility character, so.
I like that choice of yours.
I got a 2P under that. Oh my god, that's how long the 4K hangs. Or that's how long the 6K hangs, what I meant. Jeez.
Yeah. You do that.
Nice. I like the guessing point that's created from that move.
Oh, it's great.
It's such a good move. I mean, you can use it to counter defense, like all types of characters. That's like the joys of two-handed attacks in this game. It is a two-handed attack, right?
Yeah.
Like I found that some moves look like a two-handed attack, but are not, right? Like this move is a two-handed attack, is not a two-handed attack. It's a one-handed attack, but it looks like a two-handed attack.
Well, that's like Lion's stick, right? Things he does look one way when they're not.
Yeah.
Like the hallmarks of the character.
Such a good move. Ah, I'm actually trying to do some stuff there, and it's really messing with the timing. It's good. It's really good.
So that exchange is my solution to your current extreme way of approaching fighting, of being very passive and being very explosive at the same time.
Okay, good to know.
That's how you deal with it. That's my solution to it. It's hard.
I'll see what I can do.
And it's not rewarding, but it when done properly, it's like putting a straitjacket on you.
No, I agree. I told R Panda sometimes you just need a clean solution. You don't need like the most damaging solution. Sometimes you just need a clean one that'll deal with a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Because that alone it'll change the matchup. It'll change the board state of the game. I see. Okay, this is gonna be hard to do. Let's see.
Yeah, you just have to survive. Yeah. Like sometimes it's a matter of I have to just survive these exchanges, so I stop getting blown the fuck up, and then you can do some reads here and there. But like there's certain exchanges that you don't need to be dying on. Oh, I love that.
God, that's so scary. Oh my god, is that guaranteed? Or I could block it, right? I teched here, but I mean here. Yeah, I teched that.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, it's guaranteed? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that was like one of those situations that you kind of, you can't lab.
Right. Oh, that was a really fun game. Really fun game.
Yeah.
I like the stuff in this game a lot, like what your Eileen's doing, so it's like, oh, it's making my head twirl in making a bunch of different circles, you know? It's like...
Yeah. I was trying to do that in the first set, but I wasn't doing it. We'll see if I can keep doing it. I like that choice.
Basic BF. When all else fails, bring it back to the basics. You know?
He's doing a lot of little things here and there, I can 9K that. So I'm going to wait until I get his health low enough, and then I'll look for the 9K.
Just like that.
That was literally the thought process. So hard to see.
Damn, super low.
We take those.
Super crouch is so good.
I could have done more than that. Could have done so much more than that. Oh, I could have done so much more than that.
Yeah.
Could have killed. That would have been death. That would have been death. That would have been death. With that wall. Okay. But you're plus there, I think, aren't you?
Where?
On block? Yeah. I forgot about it.
So when she does that hop, she can do a low kick. She can also do a punch, right? Like a leaping punch.
Yeah. Fucking hell. You stayed down.
Yes.
I even saw you flinch a little bit, and he's like, no, stay down.
Yep. Well, your mind's eye saw me flinch because internally that's what happened. So your Yomi was spot on. I was able to fight that with my muscle and keep the lever down. That's why we love VF. I love this game so much. I'm trying to get that timing down to sometimes be protected against when you might eventually do that second shoulder, but I also just sometimes should just, make the read,
Oh.
And you react so you don't fall for this, so. Alright.
Didn't play the paint that at all.
Oh, I like that. Is that half circular, that punch?
Yes.
That hook, right? Yeah, it's a half circular. Okay. That was so cool. Right.
Half circular low. Low is shit, though. What? That damn bull. I should be able to die here if you do the right combo. Yeah, didn't matter. I had like one hit left to die.
I'm not going to do that sequence.
One life, one hit.
Yeah.
Got it. Let's go.
That's interesting. Those I need to figure out what those frames are. It wasn't even side turn, but you were plus. Yeah, I'm just like, oh my god. Yeah.
Plus enough to keep you side turn.
That is a whole lot of plus. Well, no, some situations I thought were actually...
What?
I thought I was front facing on some of it, but I guess I was side turned the whole time. Okay. Right.
Yeah, well... Yeah. If your net frames between both of our actions is less than 12, then you'll stay side turned. Oh, yeah. Those parts I hit, and I didn't get it. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, it's good. You're dealing with the copium right now, so this is good. Copium is a win. So a win is a good copium.
Yeah, it is a good count. Yeah.
That's forward. I keep thinking it's forward.
That is forward. I like that uppercut. Good timing. Ooh, and dead. That killed me.
If I'm able to get that, if I'm able to get that 2P, but I think you can tech roll, so it's one of those where that's awesome whenever you have those 2P situations to check for it.
One too far back.
Nice. That was guaranteed.
I'm gonna get some freestyle for my drops.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I was hoping the jab would get you.
Didn't look. Ooh, tracking's a motherfucker.
No, the 2P whiffed. It wasn't in range, and the 6P got me. I was like, what the? But yeah. It was just perfectly spaced. It was perfectly spaced. It was really weird that your PP carried you just out of range of the 2P, and then the 6P hits me because it's tracked now that I did the 2P. I was like, ah.
Timing, right?
Yes.
Damn it! I'm trying to whiff punish that. Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh. Can react to that.
Need to cancel my hits.
Fucking hell.
So good. Yeah. Oh, very good.
That was tight. Oh, awkward timing. Two hits. I'm gonna fuck that up. I bet on neutral.
Did you? Okay. That's probably because of low life. I
actively went off of forward. I'm plus there. Plus there too.
That's too risky though. I need to.
I'm glad I didn't attack there though. I'm glad I tried to block it. Whatever it was. I was like, I'm gonna block this. That's 9K, I think.
Okay, almost.
Was that evade or was that an upcut?
No, I was just trying to hit. I just tried to attack from farther away. which again doesn't matter against Eileen. She's got better range than she looks. So, it's the art of the monkey.
I mean, I was on top of you. I thought you were gonna do an uppercut, so I was trying to get you out of it.
Yeah.
If you did, and also deal with a half circular that covered that direction. I couldn't tell what you did. I wasn't really sure. Come on, block that. We can block that. No. Ooh. Oh, that sucked.
It's really far away. It's hard to tell. That's so good.
Oh, fuck.
Just hit you into the wall. Nice. At least that's a punish. It's still staggered. 2 hit staggers. 1 hit staggers.
Any hit.
Yeah. Just do the low. Just do the low here. Yeah.
Just gotta survive.
Shoot.
Oh, sure.
Nice.
Oh my god, I did it.
Good game.
Good fucking game. I think I robbed you.
No.
I did rob you.
They're all decisions. They're all decisions. There's no robbing.
You know, sometimes it feels good when you're like...
There's dropping. There's not really robbing.
You're right. You gotta find new phrase for that. Like,
I understand, because most people have that mindset.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. I know what you mean exactly, because I grew up in the fighting game community, I know. So.
Yeah. Right. I guess what it is like, there are wins where you win not, I mean, partly because you played well, but you won mainly because like your opponent didn't do a thing that they needed to do at the right time, and then you made every right choice after that.
Yes.
Now you could argue that is always the case, like every time you win or lose.
Oh my god, that's so good. That's so cool. I forget she can like put you back into the wall. So good.
Yeah.
Of course Leon can too, but still.
I finally punched it. Crap. Didn't have to argue that. Oh. Nice.
Nice.
I was too slow. I saw the jab.
Gosh. That spacing is good. Side turn.
The wall!
The stupid wall.
What are you doing? You're drunk, Wall!
I haven't seen this I haven't seen this much like arena BS since like playing Final Showdown on Parsec. But the thing was in this case you actually you Uramori'd me, but then like it just played out weird. So...
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting those hits. I couldn't capitalize on them fully.
Yeah. This is...
Yeah, it's hard to do that.
It is. Okay.
Oh god, that hurts so much. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I didn't think I was gonna get hit with that.
Yeah,
I
side
knew
kick
it's
is good.
there. I didn't think I was gonna get hit by it though. I was,
Yeah.
like, I'm still shocked.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We learned that one a few weeks ago.
Yeah, make me pay for that.
Oh, I whiffed! Oh, that was perfect! Oh, good.
It felt really good.
Mm-hmm.
But that Eileen sidekick is
perfect.
still so scary. It's like, because like we said before, she steps in, sidekicks, then steps back. And it's like, oh. So it's like, how does she sidekick as like the full length of her body? You know?
Yeah. He throws her whole back into it. Okay. Okay.
Ah, punish. Really? Okay, oh, it's 13, that's right, isn't it? It's minus 13, isn't it?
Is it?
I think it's minus 13 instead of 15. I swore I did the punish early, too.
I thought it was 15.
So this is like... If it's 15... I'm hoping it's 15, but that... It should be 15, though. Yeah, that's... Well, of course, this is not the one to test it, but it's okay. I will get it.
I think it's 14.
Ah, okay. That would be a very rare case, though. That's such a rare count number in this game.
It is.
God.
Yes.
That would...
Oh, you did something else. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You moved or...
Very good.
Wrong way.
Yeah, just need to evade. Okay, punish evade.
choosing to do that. Mm-hmm. Try this other thing.
How hard is it to break this dagger? The shin kick.
You can break that one. That one's a little. It's not like super easy, but totally
doable. Okay.
Oh right, I forgot about that. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Oh, I kind of hit you with the low punch here. Oh no, I did that.
That's
wow.
Nice. I didn't think you could crouch backdash it, cause that catches a backdash.
It does crouch. It catches some crouch backdash though. That. So fun.
Like playing with a deck of dynamite. Call out.
Yeah.
I took too long to decide. Yeah. I was thinking.
You were wondering why I didn't attack yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good match. It's a good match.
Very good game.
Didn't launch high enough, the regular. Yes.
That's it. That's it. Okay. Nice.
That's it.
Okay.
Evade. I bet it all on that. I probably shouldn't have done what I did there, though.
Good game. That was really good.
Yes.
Thanks a lot for the sets. Really appreciate it.
Shall we do one more first to three? Just to
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, we can do a first to three. Like, I do have stuff to do, but I will do the first to three.
I put my clothes in the dryer, so they're all done. So I don't have to like go move them. I gotta go get my dryer clothes and like fold it, put it away. So
as always, thanks a lot for this session. I
got everything I need to get kind of done before I got here. Change quick stances on that kick. Don't do the thing. No!
I thought you were warning me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's totally fair. Totally fair read choice decision from you. Oh, the punish you did there.
I know. I will try to get used to doing that, but it's
block
hard.
That. That's right.
Very good. Good call out. Okay.
Thank you. That was coming earlier. Yeah, I missed the backdash moment. I did elbow instead of 3K.
Okay, see.
No, it wasn't a mistake. It was just a cognitive mistake. Like I chose the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Which is different than like your buttons, like your hands doing anything you didn't mean to them do. Right. I did exactly what I said to do.
Just a guess, yeah.
But I knew it was the wrong decision to make. When I made it. Which,
yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't figure the inhibition quickly enough. Like I felt the process go through the brain. I was like, wait, fuck, just do a move.
I thought I can evade that.
You can. You a guard? Trying to pick it, bro.
Yep. Too risky. 8K is way too risky. Considering that I just need to get it.
I swear to fucking God.
Did this.
That was unusual.
That situation played in a lot of unexpected ways.
Hmm. I couldn't get what I wanted to have happen. Right there, I need the 9K. Hmm.
We can use that Tekken 8 fast loading. It's getting...
Yeah, our loading's a lot slower. But our game's also like ancient, so like it's gonna have problems.
Well, this game is pretty fast, right? Especially if you compare it to Tekken 7.
Right, but not compared to Tekken 8.
Yeah, well, Tekken 8 is using a modern SSD as well, like so, using the fact that there's solid-state hard drives now.
Yeah.
Your reactions are getting better each time.
Like that.
Oh, I got it. I'm so happy I got the stagger break and was able to follow through.
It's perfect.
Oh my god! That opening. Alright. Yes. I just got the Eileen loop. That was good. Good round.
Thank you.
So good. Not guaranteed. Wow, very good game. Very good game.
Thank you. I've been trying to duck your highs and 9K them.
Yeah.
On reaction. I finally got it there.
Good job. That's really good.
But if I'm too early, then I get hit by your follow-up. So I have to make sure I wait just long enough, but not too long, or else I don't get the move.
With punishing in VF is quite a thing, you know. It's like, because same like with the Vid, right? It's like, oh, I have to be very careful, and I have to situation check it even when I'm doing this. Yeah, never do the follow-up. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I wasn't sure how that was gonna go. Side turn is too many frames. Okay.
So surprised you chose that. Hang out? I could have run you out, damn it. Right there, I didn't see positioning properly. I wanted it. Damn, I'm trying to catch that.
Oh my gosh, 9K will beat any low, don't do it. Oh, that was so good.
Oh my god.
was frustrating but good.
What? I had like so many things just drop. That was frustrating at the end. That's all right. Good games, man. Good games. Good sets.
Games. Good sets. Thank you so much, and I'm really looking forward to next time. But yeah, thank you very much, and it's good to be back. So.
Yeah, I didn't realize you left. Where'd you go?
No, I just was busy last week. I had a lot of stuff to take care of. My brain was gone. I just had so much stuff to take care of last week that the week all went in a blur, which was like why I just totally didn't even realize that it was like Tuesday when it was Tuesday last week. So sorry about that again.
Oh, that's fine. I was just playing Tekken. Right. I'm gonna play more Tekken after this.
Yeah.
Hey, Infamous. Welcome. I'm gonna eat some dinner. Going to make some, finish my laundry, and then play some Tekken.
All right, sounds good. Have a good dinner. Have a good session, and look forward to more. And yeah, lots of stuff for both of us working on more on this matchup, getting on lock. So, but I enjoyed that a lot.
Fought really well. It's interesting. Everyone I've been fighting against recently has been fighting like super well. Like Dirac fought really well yesterday. Damal fought really well last week. You're fighting like super well right now.
We know how hard we have to fight you. So, you know, it is incredibly hard fighting you.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah, but we also know that like it's you know, these sparring sessions are great. The feedback going both ways is great. You know, I think you're always giving extremely constructive feedback. I try to give constructive feedback, but usually I'm telling you something I think you already know. but I know you're working on. So
sometimes.
Yeah. But at the same time, you know, the risk management's always a tough one because, you know, one of the tricky parts about playing high risk is figuring out where to do it. But at the same time, there's a lot of places where it's really not necessary, and that's, you know, you got to manage it. But at the same time, you also have to do a performance assessment. If in the matchup you think that you're not winning, like the non-risky situations, and it's like, I guess I have to gamble, right? But at the same time, it's like, well, where do I gamble? And then trying to use the aggression as a conditioning tool, but also trying to use the patient play, the more patient play, the defensive play as a conditioning tool too. But it's really tough because it means that you are going to have to dive into a read to do that, you know, and you have to suck your opponent into reading too to do that, right? Otherwise, you can just play like Shiwapon all day. So it's kind of like, okay, I need to exert pressure so that Tricky will feel that to win this round, she will have to, unless she wants to sacrifice the round, she's going to have to make a guess, meaning she's going to have to make a read too. So I'm trying to get you in that position, but it's hard, you know. But it's also...
Yeah, you know, it's interesting you're saying that, because I can feel that intention behind your play, and it's a fine, great intention to have. Yeah. I suppose I'm saying I could feel that. And because I felt that, I chose not to.
Yeah, that's really good. No, exactly.
Like, no, I won't make a read.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's the correct way to do it. So that's where we're reading, right? It's the other read, though. It's the personal read. But that's what you're doing always anyways in VF. But, yeah. And, but at the same time, it's... I'm glad that I was able to get certain stuff off, but it's still going to be... but some other things still going to be quite a while. Some of the punishes feel like they're getting there, but it's like almost there, but not quite there. But I do like I'm seeing Eileen's different options in her string pressure more, and a little more clearly, but a little more with kind of a not a confident read on you, but sort of I think I can cover a couple options doing this, and I think this will make it a little hard, right? And if I make it hard enough, we'll see what they do. We'll see what she does.
So stop. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's why I always encourage folks to block the mix-ups. You don't have to press a button. The most scary option someone can make is the defensive one.
Yeah.
Because then I don't get to run shit and I have to get another read, which ends up being kind of risky. Or I have to go back to neutral and play that, which is safer. But, I have to win neutral now. I wanted to run my mix-up. So it's that switch to a more neutral play or a more, reactive. I'm just going to call it reactive play, is overall stronger of a style to have, and it's more consistent.
Yeah.
It's more consistent.
It is.
If you can do it cleanly with a few reads along the way, because you can still make a read with a reactive style. You can still do a couple of low committal reads here or there, and then when you really know or you really need to, then you can blow out the big read, like the 9K right that you're going to throw me. But if you're always making that big read when you feel pressured to do it because you need to win the round, then it becomes easier to read when that's going to happen for the opponent.
Exactly.
But they know, oh shit, she's in pressure right now. She has to make a big read. She might do some crazy shit. Let me clam up so I don't get that bullshit.
Yep. No, exactly that too. So, it's really good stuff. I'm really excited for the next one, and but then also maybe we'll see this week what happens. But have a good session and have a good have a good meal as well. I'm gonna go run take care of some stuff I got to do, but I again really appreciate this. This was a wonderful time as always.
Yes, as always. Thank you, and I will see you next week.
See you next week. Alright. Well, everyone, thank you very, very much. On that note, I think we will raid Tricky if we can. Drilly, thanks so much for your support. Haste, thank you so much for your support. David Blaine, LD Wells. Man, it was really good seeing you all. I really appreciate it. There's also Virtual Kazama, so you can follow Tricky, or you can follow Virtual Kazama. If I did send the raid towards Tricky, and you should watch Tricky, but Tricky usually has some good comments after the match too. And then after that, you can also check out Virtual Kazama, who's going to be doing either Like a Dragon or VF. So everyone, thank you so much. Have a good one, and I'll catch you soon. Did it raid? Hard to know if it did, but let's try this. We'll try another raid. Okay, we're gonna try Virtual Kazama raid as well for whoever's left. And we'll see how that goes too. Alright, it's just not showing on the stream manager, but it's what it is. Everyone, thank you so much. You have a good one.